everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Since we're all stuck at home here on our couches these days, we have some exciting book recommendations for you. I'm Chrissy.
I'm Emily.
Alissa.
Lisa.
Milena.
And I'm Lisa.
So Unicorns Are the Worst by Alex Willen. It's a fact. Unicorns are the worst. Magic is serious business, folks. All unicorns do is frolic around, have tea parties, and leave glitter all over the damn place. Unlike goblins, who are practical and hardworking and put magic to good use. Unicorns aren't helpful at all, right? This book shows us how to celebrate our differences and work together to save the world with maybe a few rainbows. This book is on sale on September 29th.
The world needs more empathy and kindness, period. You Matter by Christian Robinson, now a New York Times bestseller, is a picture book that reminds us that everyone is connected and that everyone matters. It's a message that Christian's grandmother instilled in him from an early age, and the message is this: your life doesn't matter just because of how big or important you are. It's not about how great your grades are or how many trophies you've won. You matter just because you exist, because you're here. This book is perfect for the child or grown-up in your life who needs to hear this more than ever. PBS recently aired a read aloud of Christian reading You Matter, and you need to absolutely check it out.
I'm so excited to introduce the launch of Little Simon graphic novels coming next spring. It's an exciting time for this format right now, and Little Simon graphic novels are here to fill the void for those in the in-between stage of leveled readers and traditional graphic novels, because even the youngest of readers deserve to enjoy the action, adventure, and humor graphic novels have to offer. Each and every book in the line will have fresh, bright, full-color illustrations, perfectly paced storytelling, and text that's perfect for emerging readers ages 3 to 5. Little Simon graphic novels is launching with 3 exciting series: Dragon Kingdom of Renly, which follows Ruskin, the beloved dragon from the Kingdom of Renly chapter book series; Pup Detectives, a whodunit series featuring a cast of clever puppy PIs; and Super Turbo, which takes readers alongside the adventures of a crime-fighting hamster. Little Simon graphic novels is launching with simultaneous releases of books 1 and 2 in each series, so voracious readers can immediately get their hands on the next installment. Keep your eyes out for these graphic novels when they hit stores on February 2nd, 2021.
Hi, guys. Are you one of the millions of fans who can't get enough of Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger? See, I'm a keeper as well. If not, I highly encourage you to start with the first book. We have an annotated edition of the first one, which is available August 4th. If you are, have I got a treat for you. Unlocked, book 8.5 is out this November and delivers what fans have been begging for. In this extra special installment of Keeper of the Lost Cities, the story picks up right where it left off in Legacy's particularly devastating cliffhanger. But unlike the last books, chapters alternate between Sophie and Keith's perspectives. New powers will be discovered, hard truths from the past will come to light, and all of your favorite characters will find themselves tested in ways they never imagined. And that's not all. Unlocked also includes a comprehensive guide to the world of the Lost Cities, featuring new character and world details that have never been revealed before, plus fun bonuses like Keeper-themed recipes, a detailed map of the Lost Cities, gorgeous full-color illustrations, and so much more. Remember, it's out November 17th. And that's me again. All right. Totally different. Whispering Pines by Heidi Lang and Katie Bartowski is one of my favorites on this list. In this town, strange is normal. Ray's father vanished without a trace, but no one believes her when she says that her father was actually taken. Caden has a dark secret, one that might explain the strange goings-on in his town. When Ray moves to Whispering Pines, the two meet and must work together to find out why several kids are going missing, and then showing up again like zombies with their eyes removed. Look at that awesome cover. Fans of Stranger Things and The X-Files will be sufficiently chilled by this eerie, heart-pounding adventure about a boy and a girl who must protect their small town from otherworldly forces threatening to destroy it. And go ahead and request an ARC from the riveted link on the screen.
Kenny and the Book of Beasts by Tony DiTerlizzi. So this is the highly anticipated sequel to New York Times bestselling novel Kenny and the Dragon. Since we last visited the once sleepy town of Round Brook, a lot has changed for Kenny Rabbit. For starters, he's got a dozen new sisters. His friends are at different schools, but the one thing Kenny can always count on is having his buddy Graham by his side. But that's before Dante arrives, Graham's old friend. But there's a witch to defeat, a pal to rescue, and a mysterious book to unlock. And those quests are for best friends, not old ones, right? This charming and funny and lavishly illustrated novel hits shelves on September 22nd. And don't forget to click at rivetedlit.com to get a chance to get an ARC. Look at those rabbits.
Do you like ghosts, malls, or being trapped for all eternity? Me neither, but I loved this book. This delightful graphic novel is about Beetle, a 12-year-old goblin witch trying to save her best friend, Blob Ghost, from being forced to haunt the local mall forever. Additional complications arise when Beetle's former best friend, Cat, comes back into town. And then Cat's aunt, Hollowbones, is concocting some sort of nefarious scheme. You might think, oh, drama at the mall, and yes, for sure. But this book also touches on outgrown childhood friendship, cultural difference, consent, and a queer romance, all set in a lush, magical world. This graphic novel is perfect for fans of Steven Universe and Adventure Time. It totally has that vibe. You can get your copy on August 4th.
Jason Reynolds' #1 New York Times bestseller, Long Way Down, is an electrifying novel that takes place in 60 potent seconds, the time it takes a kid to decide whether or not he's going to murder the guy who killed his brother. This October, we are publishing a gripping, galvanizing graphic novel adaptation of the book with haunting artwork by Danica Novgorodov. Told in short, fierce, staccato narrative verse, Long Way Down is a fast and furious, dazzlingly brilliant look at gun violence, as could only be told by Jason Reynolds, who is the current National Ambassador for Young People's Literature. Be on the lookout for it in October. Whosoever wields the sword of power shall be the one true king. But what if the sword has chosen a queen? Curse, the TV series, hits Netflix on July 17th and stars Catherine Langford as Nimue, a young woman armed with mysterious powers and a legendary sword who joins forces with a charming mercenary named Arthur on a mission to save her people. The series and the young adult novel were created by Thomas Wheeler and legendary artist, producer, and director Frank Miller. Our novel, which is available now, features 8 full-color and 30 black and white pieces of original artwork by Frank Miller. Read up now before the series hits. You will not be disappointed.
The Black Kids by author Christina Hammonds Reed is an unforgettable coming-of-age novel about what happens when a Black, wealthy teenager and her family get caught in the vortex of the Rodney King riots in 1999's Los Angeles. Christina has infused her debut book with Black joy, the vibrancy of her teenage years, and summer adventure. The historical events in this book heartbreakingly parallel what's happening in the world today and joins an important conversation about race in the United States. Most importantly, this is a book that celebrates Blackness itself. It's available August 4th, but you can request an advanced reader copy at rivetlit.com.
Calling all Shadowhunters fans, this is the book you never thought you needed, but it turns out you do. What happened after the Mortal Instruments series? Is everyone just hanging out in New York and there are no demons? No! Everyone's favorite couple, Magnus and Alec, are chilling in their apartment with baby Max when someone swoops in and steals the Book of the White. So obviously they have to go to Shanghai to get it back. And you can't go to Shanghai without backup. If Magnus is going, Alec's going. If Alec's going, Jace is going. If Jace is going, Clary's there. If Clary's there, you know Simon's there. And if Simon's there, Izzy is already there. So the dream team goes off to Shanghai, and of course, there are a lot of demons, a hell dimension, and so much witty banter. Do you know how many times I straight up squealed while reading this book? I can't tell you because it's embarrassing. But this book is a delightful romp, and you're going to love it. You can get your copy on September 1st. Speaking of books you're going to love, meet Legendborn, which is like City of Bones meets Southern Black Girl Magic. After witnessing a demon attack, Bree learns of an ongoing war against an ancient evil and joins a secret society that was founded by the descendants of King Arthur. As the only Black member of a group whose rituals and hierarchies are based on a predominantly white legend, Bree faces near-constant macro and microaggressions from the other members of the group. But she also discovers a unique magic of her own, one that connects her to her mom, who died months before. Soon, Bree must decide whether to use her power to take the society down or join them in the fight. This book is romantic, some very swoony boys and girls. It's magical hidden powers, and it will leave you cheering. Also, author Tracy Dion is one of the coolest people I have ever met. She's an actual professional fan who speaks at convention and is an expert in fandoms. So if that doesn't convince you to read the book, I don't know what you're doing. It's available on September 15th, or you can enter for the chance to win an advance copy at rivetedlit.com.
Oh, look at that beautiful cover. I love this cover. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong is a must-read this fall. Fans of Shakespeare and Westworld may recognize the title of this next teen novel, These Violent Delights. But no, it's not about humanoid AI. Instead, it's a heart-stopping, reimagined Romeo and Juliet, a retelling set in 1920 Shanghai with rival gangs and a monster in the depths of the Huangpu River. I highly recommend this fast-paced and beautifully written thriller. The year is 1926, and Shanghai hums to the tune of debauchery. Juliet Kai, a former flapper, has returned to assume her role as the heir to the Scarlet Gang. Roma Montagov, the heir of White Flowers, the Scarlet Gang's only rival, is Juliet's first love and first betrayal. When gangsters on both sides begin to show signs of insanity right before taking their own lives, yes, it gets a little gory. When gangsters on both sides begin to show signs of insanity right before taking their own lives, the people start to whisper of a contagion, of a monster in the shadows. As the deaths stack up, Juliet and Roma must set their guns and grudges aside and work together. If they can't stop this mayhem, there will be no city left for either of them to rule. And here's another one you can request from the Riveted Lit URL on the screen.
Confession, I am a big time OG K-pop fan, like hours of YouTube watching, posters in my college dorm room, dropping serious cash on merch, K-pop stan, which is why I'm incredibly honored to present Shine, the YA debut from former idol and K-pop legend Jessica Jung of Girls' Generation fame. Shine follows the journey of Rachel Kim, a Korean-American teen who's gone through years of rigorous training to become the next big K-pop idol. But her dream of achieving K-pop greatness is threatened when she's caught in a dating scandal with K-pop golden boy Jason Lee, drawing the ire of fans and fellow trainees alike. Facing mean girls and even meaner internet stans, Rachel is forced to examine what she's willing to sacrifice for her dream of becoming a K-pop idol. K-pop was a different world in many ways when Jessica Jung debuted over a decade ago, but the fundamentals have not changed. The hours of dance and vocal training, the scrutinizing media, the millions of eyes and ears on your every move. In this way, Jessica gives readers a behind-the-scenes look at the world of K-pop in a way nobody else can, having lived and worked in the industry through its rise in global popularity. If you're looking for a first-hand account on the technicolor world behind flashy music videos, mesmerizing choreography, and wildly catchy music, get your copy of Shine when it makes its debut on store shelves on September 29th.
Don't Ask Where I'm From, out August 18th, is a debut novel by Jennifer Leon, a timely YA debut offering an intimate portrait of how racism can manifest in Latina teens' daily life as she begins attending a new, nearly all-white school in a wealthy neighborhood. At the same time, a revelation about her father's status while in the United States reveals how governments can work to keep families apart. All This Time is a gripping new YA romance from the best-selling team behind 5 Feet Apart, Mickey Daughtry and Rachel Lippincott. If you couldn't get enough of the extraordinary love between Stella and Will, then get ready for an epic new love story for the ages. In All This Time, we meet Kyle, whose entire world upends, literally, when his girlfriend dies in a car crash. But then Kyle meets Marley, who's also suffering from her own loss. Together, they work to heal, grow, and ultimately fall for each other. But a shocking twist changes everything. This novel asks the question, can you find true love after losing everything? Available September 29th, you can request an advanced reader copy at rivetlit.com. Well, thank you for coming. Be sure to visit rivetlit.com for the full book list and to enter our ARC giveaways.